African creativity is not charity. Let me start with something that might make us uncomfortable, but stay with me. African creativity does not need saving. It doesn't need pity. It doesn't need sympathy. And it definitely doesn't need to be treated like charity. What it needs is respect. Where the confusion comes from. Many of us Africans abroad genuinely want to give back. We remember what it was like to live. We see talent back home. We see potential everywhere. So we say things like, let me help, let me support, let me give something small. And sometimes, without realizing it, we carry the same mindset we once resented from outside investors. The idea that Africa is a place to rescue rather than a place to build with. That's not bad intention. That is inherited thinking. Creativity is value, not favor. Here's the truth we need to sit with. African creativity creates value. Music, film, fashion, art, technology, design, storytelling. These are not hobbies, they are industries. When we approach African creatives with a charity mindset, we accidentally do three things. 1. We undervalue their work. 2. We distort power. 3. We weaken sustainability. Because charity asks, what can I give? Investment asks, what can we build together? Those are very different questions. The power problem we don't talk about. Let's be honest. Money changes the tone of a conversation. When diaspora money enters creative spaces, it often comes with control, opinions, timelines, expectations. And sometimes, even without meaning to, we silence the very people we claim to support. We forget that local creators understand their context better than we ever will. We forget that creativity needs time. And we forget that respect builds better outcomes than urgency. So, what does ethical investment actually looks like? Ethical investment in African creativity is quiet. It listens more than it speaks. It asks before it assumes. It protects ownership. It values process, not just output. It understands that not every project needs skill. Not every idea needs speed. And definitely not every creative wants outside control. It builds ecosystems, not dependency. A question worth asking ourselves. So, let me ask you something, honestly. When you think about investing in African creativity, are you thinking about control or collaboration? Are you thinking short-term visibility or long-term value? Are you thinking from creatives or with creatives? Because the way we invest shapes the future we get. Why this matters for Africans abroad. As Africans abroad, we're in a unique position. We understand both worlds. We move between systems. We have access, perspective, and responsibility. What we choose to fund support, or amplify will either strengthen African creative ownership or repeat extractive patterns just with familiar faces. This is not about guilt, it's about intention, the bigger vision. Imagine a future where African creatives retain control of their work. Diaspora investors act as partners, not gatekeepers. Creativity is treated as infrastructure. Cultural value translates into economic power. That future doesn't come from charity. It comes from respectful investment. If you're an African living abroad and this episode resonated with you, I have created a private WhatsApp community called the Oinoi Network. It's a thoughtful space for Africans abroad, building wealth, investing in African creativity, and thinking intentionally about home. The link is in the show notes. Join if it aligns. Thank you.